Alright, here we are in the greenhouse at Mountain Gardens. It's around April 20th, something like that. And the Rehmannia is blooming very nicely. So this is Rehmannia, Chinese false foxglove. Quite an important Chinese herb. The root is the part that's used medicinally. And sometimes you can get quite large, maybe an inch in diameter, is about as big as I have seen. Golden, nice rich golden color. This is Rehmannia glutinosa. There is another species of Rehmannia in the trade, which is much more ornamental. This is Rehmannia elata, but this is not the right one. This is a nice pretty plant to grow, but this is the medicinal one here. So it's a little bit tricky to grow. It likes plenty of moisture during the growing season, but it wants to be on the dry side when it's dormant. A lot of these fleshy roots, will rot if they're too wet when they're dormant. So that's the issue about growing it. So we've got some here in the greenhouse. I do grow it out in the garden, but it's prone to kind of disappear. It's a little iffy. So we try it in a lot of different locations. Medicinally, there's a difference between, well, for starters, this is one of the very few herbs that is actually used fresh by the Chinese. You can practically count on one hand, well, maybe two hands, the number of herbs that the Chinese have any interest in using fresh, which is, of course, quite different from Western herbalism, where we're all thinking that fresh is the best. But this one, they like to, they'll dig it up and store it so they have it available fresh, and they'll even squeeze it and get the juice. This is the perhaps strongest of all herbs at generating fluids. So if you're suffering from thirst for some reason. So its use in the raw form is, and that's called sheng di huang, which means unprocessed di huang, is for clearing heat and cooling the blood. So here's what it looks like. There's our nice label. Enriches the yin, cools the blood, clears heat. It's in the category of clear heat, cool the blood. And this is what it looks like when they've been kind of mashed together and dried. Loses the nice golden color. Then, but more important perhaps, is its use as a blood tonic. And for that it is steamed with wine, and that is shu di huang. Tonifies the blood, enriches the yin, generates the essence, augments the marrow. And it looks like little pieces of asphalt. So this has been kind of mashed, soaked in wine, and then mashed and fried in a wok until it dries out. Very sticky and hard. This is a difficult one to powder. We've tried various tricks. Like if you put it in the freezer sometimes, then you can powder it. But it's really goopy. It's also considered to be very cloying, so it's a little bit difficult to digest, and a little bit prone to promote loose stools. So if a patient has that problem, that's an issue. But this is one of the most important of the blood tonics. So that's what's going on with Rehmannia. And as you can see, it spreads. It's moved over this whole area. So if it's happy, it's going to run and give you a number of plants.